Hi, welcome to this training, the Breakthrough Product Discovery Bootcamp. This is the last training in this series. In this training, what I want to share with you is how to finally pick a product. We've gone through all the ways you could use to find brand new products. You have to know it's not only about finding the product. If you're using a platform like TIFF.go, which I shared with you in one of the previous videos, that gives you a direct link to AliExpress. I also said something else. Sometimes you may want to tweak. You may not want to sell exactly the same product design that you saw on TIFF.go. You may want to sell the same product, but with a different design. To have the same kind of uniqueness, which could mean a lot in terms of customer appreciation and your conversion rate. Because if the exact same product is seen across all the other stores, your customers may have a problem where they are comparing you with other stores, and then your price may be higher, and they may not buy from you. But when you have something a little bit different, it gives you an edge, because they may not see the exact same design or the exact same product on another store. So, your sales will still go up if you pick a winning product. So when you try and do something like that, when you're working with platforms like Trend Hunter or Fancy, or maybe you found another platform yourself, though I personally prefer Fancy and Trend Hunter because I get more ideas there. When you find products that you want to sell in your store, you're opening yourself up to risk. The drop shipping risk. When you send products to people, you find out that the quality of the product they are receiving is not the same quality that you promised. Or maybe it's just not up to their standards. Some of them may be cheap, plastic, stuff like that, and your customer gets pissed. They dispute their payment. You get a lot of returns. You lose sales you've already made. No seller wants to be in such a position, all right? So I'll give you some background information on what to look for, what to know when you're working with AliExpress vendors and all the other things. For this video, I'll quickly use the portable coffee maker to do a case study here. I hope that works out. Portable coffee maker. If it doesn't work out, we'll try something else. Okay? Now, probably one of the biggest temptations everybody goes through when they start researching products is the price. This is the coffee maker we are talking about here. All this looks similar except for the designs, obviously. Everybody's always trying to look for the cheapest price. If you see a viable product, of course that doesn't mean you should always go for the most expensive. But if you see a particular product where the price usually ranges from $50 to $100, and then you see another vendor offering the exact same product for $10, and it's not under a wholesale quantity or anything like that, you don't want that. You don't want to get associated with that because eventually these two things might happen to you. One, you're likely going to get scammed. Both you and your customers will get screwed over. Two, you're going to get a product that is not good quality, or perhaps the product doesn't work, or maybe the product's materials are so cheap that after the first use they become worthless. You don't want to be in that position. If a product price range that you see is about $50 and above, then you want to make sure that you're buying it not below $40, okay? But if you start seeing them around 5 or 10, that's a red flag. Stay away. So if you take a look at this coffee maker, you see prices at $29, $26, $25, $43, $27, $28, $37, okay? So this doesn't mean that you should instantly go for the costliest. Going for this one at $52 is a waste of money. Going for this at $59, waste of money. Going for this at $43 is probably still a waste of money because when you look at it, there's a huge number of differences. This is around $25, okay, all the way down to $30. So this gives you an understanding of what the real price range of this product is. So anybody who sells somewhere around $40 is probably just selling something costly, or $50 selling something costly. And then, of course, anybody who sells around $10 or $9, stay away. That is a red flag, okay? This is the first thing you should know when doing your research. The second thing, which is very important, is reviews, okay? Reviews, extremely important. You want to make sure you are buying product from somebody who has good reviews. It doesn't matter. Don't buy from somebody with just 3 reviews, okay? Don't do that. And now for me, with experience, I buy from people with even 0 reviews, and I'll tell you what gives me the confidence to do that. I have my own agent. Yes, I do have my own private agent, and I also gave some of our customers direct access to her. Having access to an agent, that's a big advantage. I will talk more about that later. If you go to the Infinite Scale Hacking class, you'll get more information about the agent and how I work with her to get the best prices. Now let's come down to reviews. I wouldn't advise you to buy from this person. He may have a 5-star rating from 3 people, but I wouldn't say buy from this person, okay? I wouldn't recommend that for a lot of reasons, especially if you're new and without much experience. But if you're experienced and you want to take the risk, go ahead and take the risk. But I generally don't want you to go ahead and work with someone who has just 3 reviews as a new person. But like I said, I'm very experienced. I even buy from people with 0 reviews, people who haven't even made a sale yet. If I see a product and I like it, I buy from people without even a sale, and there's a way I go about doing that. I'm still going to talk about that, okay? But when I look at this person now. This is, let's see, 198 orders, and this is 187 reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. You want to take a look at this. This is 79 orders, 37 reviews. Pretty good. 58 orders, 40 reviews. Pretty good. All right. Now, you want to make sure that your rating is at least 4.5 stars, okay? And this is already 4.8, which is pretty good. You don't want to buy from somebody with a 3-star rating. 4.8 stars. This one is pretty good. You want to buy ratings at around 4.5 to 5 stars. If you're rating them, you want to stop the rating at around 4 stars. You don't go down to 3.5 stars or 3 stars. Just don't go there. And you might want to take your time and read the reviews and make sure. Just do some reading. It always makes sense to read the reviews because you want to know who you're buying from. Very important. These are the reviews. Go ahead, read them. Make sure that all of it makes sense. Really, it helps you know who you're buying from. Just check out the reviews. That's the second thing to always look for. Now, the third thing is you want to see where it is shipping from. Is it shipping from the U.S.? Though this is not a requirement per se, it is, let's say, call an add-on, a beneficial add-on. We've had products that ship from the U.S. I may not be able to find that. Let me see. Maybe we get lucky. I'm going to do a quick search on something. Just give me a sec. Let's see if it turns up some machines shipping from the U.S. I know a bunch of them ship from the U.S., okay? This is from the U.S. 38 orders, 17 ratings, ships from the U.S. Let's open this up. There is actually a better way to do a search for that. You don't need to actually type that in. Just come down here, ships from, put in U.S. That filters the results for us. This ships from the U.S. I think that's the only one that ships from the U.S. with reviews. This one has 3 sales, but no reviews. This one, no sales at all, okay? And this is still almost the same price of those we saw from China. Now, the big benefit of this is that most of your customer base, 40% or more of them, are probably from the U.S. And somewhere around 40 or 50 or 60%, maybe 40%, who knows, is going to be from Europe. It's difficult to say exactly. It depends on where you're running your traffic from, okay? But the fact is, when you ship from the U.S., it cuts down on the shipping costs, which means your customers, they don't file disputes, you get fewer disputes, you have less returns, you get less complaints. But like I said, this is not a requirement at all. People are okay with having their product come to them for about a week or later, or even about 2 weeks later. However, if you find vendors shipping from the U.S. and it's the same price, it's always better, especially if your major customer base is within the U.S., okay? There are 2 other things that I want to always recommend that you do. When you want to order from a vendor, you should first test drop ship because it's always a good idea that you test before you commit. The 2 methods that you want to try out. First, message the seller. You want to check how responsive they are. Though I don't rely on that much, it makes sense to send a message to the seller and get to know how they respond, because if your customers have problems, you'll need to resolve them, okay? Second, which is the most important, you should order the product and personally evaluate it. I've never sold any e-com product that I did not order first, okay? You order it, don't ship it with ePacket, okay? Ship it with DHL. They have express courier services like DHL. You want to do that. You don't want to ship it with ePacket. This way, it gets to your customers faster. You want to ship with DHL or any other fast shipping that will get it to you within 3 or 5 days. You want to hold this product in your hands. You want to feel the quality, because some of these things, they may look good in pictures, but when you get the stuff, the quality is just crap. So you want to order it first as if you're a normal customer. Use express delivery so you get it shipped to you really fast, and then you test out the product yourself. You feel it, you see it. And this is another cool thing because it gives you the opportunity to be able to make a video review of the product, which also boosts your sales. If you have the product in your hands and you're able to do a video review to show your customers, you just shoot your own video using the product, this really takes your sales up a notch. It just really adds to your success. Video increases conversions. Like I've said, I've never sold any e-com product that I have not purchased and used. In the Infinite Hacking class, I will share with you how to draw up my cost per purchase. I don't share this a lot. A lot of people do e-commerce and they don't even know this. It's a bit of extra. It takes a little bit of extra work, but it's so worth it, because imagine a product that's at, say, $30. I can get it for you around $9. I know it sounds crazy, but if it's, say it's 30, I'll be able to get this for you at 9 or even 8. Sounds really crazy. I will talk about it in my Infinite Hacking class. Same quality, the exact same product. Talk to you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something from me. If you have any questions, let me know. Cheers.